Hello, footies, and welcome to episode 713 of your FC 26 goodness. Welcome to our Sunday sermon. Yes, folks, we are recording on a Sunday. It won't be Sunday for you, our dear listeners. Just wanted to clear that up, as we've had some feedback. We were confusing some of you out there. But no matter what day you're listening, please lend us your ears for the next wee while as we talk all things Unbreakable. Joining me tonight is a regular, was going to say a regular midweek host, but he's now on most of the shows, and they're all the better for having his immense knowledge of the game. It is my good friend Graeme, a.k.a. Homer. So, Graeme, welcome. And the question, can you just tell me, can you get enough?
Thanks for having me on, Chris. Can I have enough? Obviously not at the moment, but I'm happy just to be on and helping the pod grow and everything. So,
And how has been your Sunday?
it could have been worse Sundays. St Mirren had a great result, so I'll leave that at that in case anybody turns off straight away.
Yeah, I am wearing a blue, red and white blue Christmas jumper, actually, because I was at a lunch today, so I didn't. It has nothing to do with Rangers, I hasten to add. And it just is coincidence that the mighty Paisley Pandas, they've won today. The Buddies have won in the Scottish League Cup 3-1 against our good friends Celtic. So commiserations there to James. We'll hopefully see him soon. And it's not been a great day for the podcast, to be honest with you, because I believe Feyenoord got beat as well off Ajax 2-0. So we better quickly move on before John pulls the plug on us there. So, Graeme, let's talk about We'll talk about, first of all, your week in FIFA. I know you guys did an amazing show on Tuesday talking about all things gameplay related, and I really would tell our listeners to go. If you haven't caught it up, guys, go and listen to it. Absolutely wonderful show. But how's your week been in FIFA?
It's been alright. I've been floored with this virus that's been kicking about, so I've not played as much as I normally would, but got my wins and rivals. I'm Div 3. It's a bit of a struggle. I finished the Unbreakable League literally just before we came on here. But other than that, I've not really had much a chance to play, so it's been okay.
Mm-hmm. No weekend league then?
No, because I'd done rivals last week, straight after getting the rewards. For some reason, I don't have the points that I'd banked don't carry over. So when I've went into rivals, obviously, weekend league, I've used my points up, but you don't bank extra points, so I didn't have any points. So unless I can rush through some, obviously, again.
So are you missing it? Do you think weekend league have not actually played at all this year?
I think, to be honest, I could give it a break this weekend. The promo was a good promo, and in essence, for the reasons that they've chose the promo, but the players themselves, some of them are a bit mid. The chances of getting the best ones are probably slim, and given that I've not been feeling great, I think it's probably good just to take this bit of a break this weekend, and then obviously going into the next couple promos, the grind will be on more. So I've not missed it, to be honest.
So do you have the promo details in front of you, or do you want me to quickly grab them?
I've got it here. So it is the Unbreakables. So it's do whatever it takes to win, which is quite apt given how the community plays at times. Unbreakable celebrates football's unlikely success stories of overcoming injuries, setbacks to come back stronger than ever. Prepare your squad for new elevated knockout tournaments in Football Ultimate Team. Meet the heroes that icons embodied the Unbreakable name. So against the odds, from overcoming difficult starts to battling career-threatening injuries or navigating the perils of football pyramid, Unbreakables have seen it all and here to tell the tale. To mark their achievements, a number of remarkable current players, heroes and selection of icons make their way into Foot. So then it just pretty much repeats itself, just explaining that we'll get some evils and unlockable objective rewards and playstyle upgrades or stat boosts with that stuff. So it just tells us that we're going to get a new unplayable daily league that I mentioned. So it requires at least one unbreakable player item or evolution. I'm lucky enough that I'd done an evo with my Mohamed Diomande that I could use him because I've not packed 10 of them yet. But to be honest, I'm sort of saving my fodder at the moment. And then just confirming that this weekend, I think it's launched tonight, we're getting the World Tour Silver Superstar Season 3 as well.
Right, okay.
And then it just mentions that prior to the challenge, we get new SBCs, marquee matchups, and pretty much that is it.
So let's then move into the team then. So what we'll do is we'll start off. There's two teams. There's icons, isn't there? And there's I think it's a mix of icons and potentially, is it just icons? There was a hero in there maybe as well. Don't know. Let's just say icons anyway at the moment, and then we'll move on to the main team first and foremost. So let's have a quick look at the icons then. Some interesting ones in there. Is there any players in the icons that you are considering looking at or would really like to pack?
Javier Zanetti. Obviously, I love Inter Milan, so El Tractor is the legend, but I think he just looks an impeccably great all-round card, whether he's box-to-box midfielder or right fullback or left fullback. I think he does it all.
Mm-hmm.
He's four-star, tiki-taka, he's got intercepts, he's got anticipate, he's got relentless, he's got rapid, he's got jockey, best proven. He pretty much ticks all the boxes, and then you look at his stats as well. But his shooting's the only thing that's not in the mid to high 80s. Physical's 80 itself, but it's just an all-round brilliant card.
So he also has centre midfield, left back and right back. So for the right back and the left back, it's got wing back and full back. The full back is plus, and the wing back is just a plus on its own. And for CM, it's box to box. So where would you consider playing him if you were to pack him?
I'd go right back at the moment just because I've got Haka and Chala Hollangu, and time I finish the season pass, I'll have the Walter Barella, so both of them will take the CM roles for me.
Mm-hmm.
So he'd be instantly in it right back for me.
Yep. I mean, also top of the shop there is Alan Shearer, which is an interesting card again. Looks like it's got really, really decent stats as well, 665,000 coins. Something a striker you would potentially use, or is he not your type of player?
I don't mind strikers, regardless of their size or their shape or whatever. To be honest, I've been using that Thundershock does on Flyovic, and I've had great success from this week. So it's something I'll be willing to give a try because he's got all the right plus and rolls for me, and then his play styles. Missing finesse, but he's got low driven. He's good at lots of stuff. He's got quick step. He's got first touch that me and James always bang on about. So if you get a good ping pass into him, he's going to hold it up. Incisive. So if he does drop deep, he can feed somebody in. He's got technical for getting in and around the box. He's got force or precision ahead. He's got quite a good range of play styles, stat wise as well. He's four-star again. He's one of the best cards they've released for Shearer ever, I'd say.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he was an exceptional player for those that are old enough to remember him actually playing. Would you put a chemistry on him? Is there something? Because I mean, I've seen there that people are talking about potentially putting an engine on him. That's one of the highest rated ones on Footbin. Some people just leave it basic, or again, they've went with the Hunter. Putting on an engine sort of boosts his passing and his agility as well. Is that something you'd look at, or would you just leave him as a basic card?
Engine or Hawk would be the two that straight away would scream off to me as the ones you would want to go for. Adds obviously pace, physicality. The Hawk gives you a bit more on the shooting. Engine gives you a bit more of the passing.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you really want to go Hunter and just really try and max out his shooting and get as much on the pace side as possible. So one of the three would be your best options. For me, I'd try personally Hawk because I'd rather want him to maximise what he's good at, so physical, fast, and shooting, than adding the passing element in. But that's just me.
I mean, I did mention heroes. I got myself a bit confused. I thought weren't heroes time, but there is actual heroes within this release as well. Tevez and Canu being the two of the three. The Canu card, 87 rated, 17,500 coins. You know, he is exceptionally tall. He is 6'5" or 188 centimeters for people who don't use that. 4'4". I mean, that looks like that could be a fun card for not a lot of money.
Cheap based, especially with the objective. If you've not packed anybody, then you need somebody because you need to score 10 goals in the Unbreakable League.
Mm-hmm.
So it's certainly somebody that for 17,000 coins comes in real handy. He's got finesse. He's got low driven. again, he's getting incisive, so if he does drop deep, he can play somebody in. First touch, it's a brilliant. Me and James always hop on it, but it's absolutely brilliant for just getting the ball up there and having it stick. So I know a lot of people really prefer the small players like Pienaar that can run around, but I said I started using Dusan Flyovic, and I found having a big guy isn't really that much of a hindrance this year at all. But so it could be another guy that's maybe like the Rui Costa last week. Might be cheap, but I don't think he would stay low because Rui Costa jumped up a good bit last week. So I think he's somebody to keep an eye on.
No, it looks, as I say, it looks a very good fun card there. And just before we move on and go and talk about the main team, is there MD in there that I've maybe missed that you think, hold on, wait a minute, like to talk about him?
Kwelme's quite nice. I always think he's underrated in the game. There's missing a few playstyles that I would like, but he's getting decisive if you're using him as a playmaker. He's got inventive, he's got game changer, which are very underrated in the game. First touch, lacks any of the good shooting playstyles. I'm surprised he is so dear. Tevez is, I think, probably the standout of the strikers. Just he's got shadow striker and advanced forward, which are two bread and butter roles. Low driven, he's got power shot, which is making a good comeback in the game recently. He's got technical, he's got quick step, he's got relentless, he's got first touch. So I think Tevez is probably the pick of the bunch for me.
No, he is quite expensive though, 455,000 coins. You know, I know that John was mentioning that he had coins left, but he's spent them all on those packs. It does look quite an expensive card, that one. A good fun card, I would imagine, if you ever get a chance to pack him. And if MD out there packs him, let us know how good he is. So as we move on to like the main team then, so we're looking at the main team with a 92 rated Salah, which was weird, I think, for everybody to see. It was unbreakable, considering he felt like he broke last week when his claim had been thrown under the bus. And hopefully him and Arne Slot can work things out. But it was quite a strange one. I'm sure this has been in the pipeline for some time, so I think EA can't take all the blame for that. So looking at that team, it's very, very strong, isn't it? You know, 92 rated Salah, a 91 rated Shaw, and also a 90 rated Saka. Also quite, those, other than the Shaw one, they're quite expensive. Is there any players in there that you really find quite interesting?
Christian Eriksen is the standout for me. He is a bit dearer at 268 grand, but he's got great role pluses, so you can play him anywhere from CDM to centre mid to cam. He's got tiki-taka goals, he's got incisive, he's got inventive, flow driven, quick step, technical, long ball. I think he's just a proper maestro for midfield. I know a lot of people want Bamati or a Patelis, but I think he's quite a cheap alternative to them. Obviously, there's quite a few good cards. Camavinga's obviously a massive fan favourite. He's relatively cheaper than what I expected at 245k. Again, he's got a lot of great roles. He can play left back, centre mid, a CDM. He's more of a defensive player in this card with the playstyles that he has: bruiser, block, jockey, interception. But he's the sort of guy that you would want beside somebody like Modric. Win the ball, simple pass off, and let him do all the real work. I think the hidden gem might be Dujan Lovren, to be honest. He's only 10 grand. He is a bit on the slow side, but stat-wise, play-style-wise, and role-wise, I think he might be a hidden gem if you're doing a Liverpool past and present or a Croatia past and present. He'd be really good for you.
Do you think his league, though, would be a bit of a problem? You know, I think it's the Greek league, isn't it? It looks like. So do you think that's maybe put people off, the fact that, you know, it is that league? You know, trying to get Ken would be difficult. You know, creation. So there is, you know, you could use a Modric element.
Well, if you're somebody like Marius that are good friends, probably the not right team, but obviously right league for him. But given they've given out so many cosmetic World Tour Evos, you could simply put up an Evo World Tour on him, give it to somebody like a Modric, and they're pretty much your chemistry wrapped up straight away.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you've got a Davos Sukar icon as well, he would help you with the chemistry on it. But I think this year, with the fact that they've given out so many cornerstones and World Tour Evo like cosmetics, you could get away with it quite quickly and easily.
I mean, there is a player there, and it is Christmas time, and we do have to mention him as Santi Cazorla, who you do actually pick up. You can do, if you play the game, you'll get him as a loan card, a timed one as well, so it's not, depending on how many games you play. I've been using him in the Unbreakable League, and I really, really enjoy using that card. He seems a lot of fun. He's not super quick, but it is a good. Have you had a chance to use him at all?
I put him on my bench. I only think I took him off the bench once. But similar to Modric for me, he has all the right sort of passing sort of things that you want. Tiki-taka gold. He's got incisive. He's got ping pass. He's got technical, inventive, long ball, and rapid. So for a loan card for the objective, it's brilliant because, like I said, you need to score and you need to have one at least in your team. So if you're good enough with giving goals, he might be able to chip away at that objective for you. But like you said, he's another wee fun card that would come in handy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I have to say, I know you guys talked a lot about gameplay, and we're trying not to touch it too much this show, but I have really enjoyed the league. The fact that it's only 189 card or over you can use is a chance for you to go and look through your club and try and find those players you've maybe not used very much that you can actually put in your team and then actually find they're really good. I mean, the Santi Cazorla card, as I say, is on loan. I play him on the left, and he is really good fun to use. I use our good friend Art, who is absolutely a formation meister. He is our master of all of these things. I mean, the formation he's put on the Discord, and thankfully you shared it with me, is absolutely an amazing one. So if you are interested in seeing all these formations that we do have on the Discord, come and join us. Look us up at patreon.com/futinreview. But I've used him in that one, and he seems to fit into that system really, really well.
I've moved away from Art's formation. It's still one that I rely on if games need a bit of a chasing, but it is a great tactic, like I mentioned on the pod before, that it just throws bodies forward. It's really fun. But yeah, Cazorla would be perfect in that. He's got the sort of playstyles that I said you want. He can pass the ball, but make the breaks in the line for you when you face somebody stubborn.
Mm-hmm. I mean, as I say, I'm looking at it. You've got Saka, 910,000 coins. Salah, 1.8 million. So that is on the expensive side. The Ericsson card you've talked about. The Inaki Williams one, I think he is, 278. Looks super rapid. If you want to say 95 rated pace. I think it's Ghana he plays for, even though he is La Liga. He plays for Ghana. I think his brother's is Spanish in the game. That card there, would you consider, spending the coins on that one?
It doesn't fit my team, so if I packed him, he would certainly go on my bench. Naki's always been a great card in FC. Obviously, Nico's taken on the mantle as the younger brother, but he would have to be more of a winger for me than a striker. He only has poacher plus. I don't really like that role this year. But he's got 95 pace, and then he's boosted the fact he's got rapid and quick step silver. He's got low driven gold, finesse, silver, so he ticks the two finishing playstyles that you really need. And then he's got technical, which I think is valuable this year with the way that AI Defender works. So he's got a lot of good playstyles. Maybe misses a passing one for me, especially if you're going to play him out wide, but he is a really good card, and he always plays well in games, so he's another one that will probably do really well for you.
Yep. And then just to finish up really on the team, Luis Diaz, the Bayern Munich player. So if you're doing a passing present Liverpool team, he'd fit in the team. Luis Diaz is 149,000 coins at the moment. Looks really good. Just interested to get your take on the playstyles. I mean, he has quick step, gold quick step. He's got relentless. He's got whipped. He's got inventive, low driven, finesse, and technical. Is that a good enough spread of play styles for you, or do you think there's something missing in there?
Again, a passing one. Just if he's going to be a wide player, you're going to be looking for him to play in at your striker. He does have low driven. He has finesse silver, so he has what you need for finishing wise. But I think again, inventive's good if you're good at using it, especially if you hold the L2 or LT, or depending on what console you're on. A lot of people don't really realise how much a difference that makes on the bend on a pass if a through ball pass. So you have somebody like him or Cole Palmer that have inventive on them. People really underestimate how good the swerve you get on the balls, but I think and it could be doing with a tiki taka silver or an incisive silver for me, just for that breaking through a line and getting it to your striker.
Would you? He has got the striker. I think it's Poacher plus plus. Would you consider using him as a striker, or is there something there you think, nah, it's just a little bit weak?
I say he's got the two. He's got Poacher plus. He's got False 9 plus plus. Again, that's where you really want a passing for me. If he's False 9 plus plus, because he's going to come deep, find that space, and you would really want him to either play a pass. Maybe good for like 1-2s and then using it, but his shooting wise, his finishing is good. His tackling position is good. You probably again, he's a card that you could use, and people will get obviously with the rapid. You will get good use out of him, but I just think he lacks, for me personally, a passing playstyle just to make these all round game good.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we have also got the Elise Player of the Month for the Bundesliga out, and just try to find him. So he can play right midfield cam or right wing. So if you're looking for some cam on him, it's French, 109,000 that SBC is, 87 rated. A card again that it looks, is that first touch plus plus he's got, or the gold one? Is that something you would maybe consider, that card?
It wouldn't fit my team, but he is a good card, and I think the cap rating is going to go up soon with Evil. So he's got good play styles. Roles for me. He's got outside forward and he's got playmaker. So, and he's got obviously first touch. I can't keep on banging on how good that is as a play style. He's got ping pass. It's a good. But it's not one of the greatest ones. You would prefer tiki taka or incisive, but he's got technical, he's got quick step, he's got finesse, so he's got a lot of good things going for him. It wouldn't fit in my team per se, but something that if you get the forward and you're looking to clear it out, certainly worth doing it, and then seeing what evil comes out or other links, because Harry Kane or Dembele or somebody like that will surely get a good card in the next couple of months.
Yep. And just as you're talking about first touch here, I just need to ask you, is there anything particular you need to do to have the first touch to get the most out of it? Is there any buttons you press, or you just have to the ball comes so you can actually turn the player quickly? What is it for you that makes it so special?
If you want to, you can do absolutely nothing. That will automatically trigger. So ping a pass in, and straight away they'll take it in, they'll take the touch. But you can use there's a few different options. So you can use the L2 or LT if you're or R2 or RT, and it gives you two different options. So you can shield it with the left triggers the left triggers. So once it comes in, you activate the first touch, shield it, and then if you're triggering runs or if you've done a 1-2, it's good for just holding that ball up for a second to allow somebody to run past. Or with the new first touch system, pretty sure you hold the R2 or R trigger, and then depending on how much you flick the right stick, depends how far it will come away from you to run onto. So the first touch, again, it's just valuable for keeping the ball up and making it stick, especially when the game's a bit ping-pongy and bounce backy. It certainly helps just keep the ball in. It's right beside you, and you don't have to run the risk of that silly bounce and it going away from you and ruining your attack.
And so, is there any other players in, very quickly going back to the team, that you want to mention, or will we move on to SBCs?
For me, I quite like the Caicedo from the female Real Madrid team. She's only 23,000. She's got the two finishing playstyles that I love. She finesse, low driven. She get incisive, so she's great for through ball. She's rapid with 93 pace and quick step. She get technical. I think she's really good. And then Catriona Maricaro of Chelsea, women's team. She's only 15 grand. She lacks finishing. She's more of a playmaker, if anything. She's got classic 10 and shadow striker, but she's got technical dead ball, game changer, pings, pass, long ball, and tiki taka. So maybe another one for an evil down the line, but I think for 15 grand, she's a great option if you need somebody for that league.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good news because I've actually packed her, so that's actually looking forward to. And the thing is, it's great that you mentioned her because for people who may not know or they may have a chance yet, is a lot of these cards have a story behind them. So if you press the button to get their details, there is a story. But there is a lot of cards that we've talked about. We've asked this on the Discord, so people who've packed other cards as well. There is cards that do not have a story, which is a bit strange, do you not think, Graeme? Because actually this promo is Unbreakable, and actually when you actually read the stories about the players, it makes it a bit more personable. And I just find it a little bit strange that there's some cards there that don't have any stories at all.
I find it weird, like you said, the promo. I actually quite like that the promo has a bit of a more meaning and like purpose behind it. It's the showcasing the people that have went through some of the worst things in life and bounced back to become professionals and the best at their chosen field. I don't know if it's a personal thing. Maybe EA's reached out to them, goes like, most people know your story. It's out there in the ether. Do you mind us sharing it? It could be a case that some people have said, as much as it is there in the public, don't really want to highlight it any more than what it already is. It could be something simple as that, but it is a weird one where only certain people have a story. Some people don't. Maybe it's just timing or coding or whoever knows, but it could be a personal choice from the people. That, again, like I said, some of these guys and ladies have went through the worst imaginable things and came through it. Sometimes people just don't want to share it more than it already is. So it'd be interesting to find out why, but I could understand if that is the case.
Yeah, that's an interesting take, mate. I never considered that. So yeah, maybe it's not down to EA then for a change. So we'll certainly give them the benefit of the doubt. So as we move on to SBCs, we talked about the Clint Dempsey SBC, and I always like to get your opinion, Graeme, of is this a swerve in the middle or a must do? What's your feeling about Clint Dempsey?
I'm on the fence at the moment. I keep going back and looking at him. Immediately, it's not one that I'd say like I'd rush to go and do, but I'm looking at him and I keep going back because my club is really full. Other than these campaign packs and the Cold Moon SBCs, I've really not done much with my forward. I've started sort of saving up towards Team of the Year. He has a lot of great things going for him. His technical goals, which, that's it. A lot of the playstyles are really valuable this year. Like a lot of years, you picked one or two and that was it. But technical's really strong for when defense is really deep and stubborn. You can just get that extra dribble. He's got the finesse. He's got low driven. Maybe better if one of them is gold, but beggars can't be choosers. Then he's got incisive and he's got tiki taka, so he's got two great passing playstyles and then first touch again. Shadow striker, as his plus at Cam, I sort of feel that it's died off recently. I don't know if it's the way that the game's going. I think playmakers the better role, but place that the meta changes that often that it could become valuable again. And then he's got inside forward at left wing and wide playmaker. It's hard to find much of a fault with him. Could he be faster, stronger? You're just picking holes at him realistically. He's only 60k as well in fodder, so I would probably do him. No, my luck though is I keep saying that and then I keep forgetting about it. I really wanted to do that Hanko. I completely forgot about him when he ran out, and then There was another one that I really wanted. I can't remember the name off the top of my head at the moment, but I went back to complete them and they weren't there. So he's not the best, but he certainly has a lot going for him. So if you aren't lucky to pack like the best, like a Bonmati or a Patelis or whatever per se, I certainly think he's an option. And then there's certainly going to be evils. Again, I keep saying that the cap's going to get boosted soon, so there's certainly evils that he's going to fall in, which will make him better as well.
Mm-hmm. Now, a good friend Tommy, who's on the Discord, he says he's wonderful. To be fair, and hopefully it's true, because I've actually went and done it this afternoon, and I've not a chance to use them yet. But hopefully it's a great. But again, it's a card I've always enjoyed using. In game, I think I used them when I packed Messi or something like that, and I actually wanted to get Messi on as much chem as possible. I think I packed in it at that time. I think he was the MSL that league, so that's why I used him, and it was a decent card to do. The other one that's out as well is Zinchenko. Again, he has a story that's well worth reading about. So I just wondered, if you think that's another decent SBC, or kind of middle of the road, or should body swerve it?
There's only 15K's one SBC block, so it's only 85 rated, so it's not like the worst price one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sort of looking at him again. I don't know where you would play him, because he has good roles for the left back, but he's false back plus. It's not a role that many would use. He'd be great for arts formation. I don't know if he'd personally be my type of player, but he has a lot going for him. And for 17K, 185 rated squad, you could do worse than fire him in the club and then see what evils come out, or see what you can do with him. But I wouldn't be one that I would rush to do, but I wouldn't say no to him either.
Mm-hmm. Is there any other SBCs that you've looked at or you've considered doing? Is there any upgrade packs you think are well worth having a go at? Is there anything that you regularly go at? I see that there is a base icon pick between Kenny Dalglish and Garrincha, and I think you and I would probably both pick Garrincha. I don't think you and I would have King Kenny in the team, but it seems super expensive, a little bit at 575,000 coins at this stage of the game. But I don't know if you would potentially consider it.
I might do it for the Garrincha aspect. I kind of really need a good right winger. I was using Madison Haley as she sort of fell behind the power curve, so it is 500 odd K. That's the only sort of downside of it. I did consider doing the Haller SBC just for the fact that you needed a goal scorer and that objective, the Unbreakable League. And obviously, being a striker, he's got good playstyles as a with the low driven. He's 26K, he's an 83 and an 84 rated squad. He's got decent playstyles, decent stats. His finishing looks really good, 90 overall. And then I was looking at the player of the month, Igor Thiago. I was going to say Igor Jesus there, but it's Igor Thiago. But it sort of lacks playstyles for me. But it does look kind of interesting card. But I think Haller is a good option as well.
Would you consider the Jamie Vardy card? I mean, I think everybody was a little bit surprised that he's went over to Serie A and somehow managed to become I'm sure he's doing really well, but he's been the player of the month. Is that a card you'd probably consider doing?
So I've run a Serie A team, so I was quite interested in looking at him. For 53K, I think there's better options. He's plus with poacher and target forward. He's only plus with advanced forward. I really want an advanced forward if I'm getting any sort of striker. He's got first touch silver, quick step, tiki-taka, and low driven. All good play styles. Power shot is his playstyle plus, and then he's got chip shot. He's 4-4. I think there's better use of fodder, to be honest. I was hoping that it would be a better card, or at least cheaper for what he is. But I think for the price you're getting for him, and then you look at the likes of Haller. Haller's far better value than Jamie Vardy is for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, as you'd mentioned at the start of the show there that Power Shot was making a comeback. As a gold playstyle, is that something you wouldn't really consider to be that major?
Not really. Like I said, I've been using Dusan Vlahovic, whose gold playstyle is Power Shot, and it is good. Like I said, it's making a bit of a comeback, especially with first-time shots, because the gold playstyle makes it faster. You do score some great goals from outside the box or inside the box if you just get that split second. But again, if I was looking for any sort of finishing playstyle, it's got to be finesse gold or load-driven gold. They are the top tier. The rest of them are the gap between what they are and what the rest are for me is just night and day.
And then just finally to finish off the show, we'll talk about objectives. There is a lot in the game, isn't there, at the moment? There's loads on the go, gauntlets, etc. You've got the Unbreakable League. You've now got a very quick, that maybe finish by the time the show comes out, Rush as well, the Flash event. For you, what's your kind of plans for the next few days?
Plan-wise, I love the Silver Stars. I've always loved it from when it was the Inform, so I'll probably plot away with the Silver League that comes out tonight. I finished the Unbreakable Leagues, but I think there's a daily... I don't know if it's refresh, but I'm pretty sure that you can play 3 games and you get a couple of packs, so I might try and just do them as well. Might help people out and give them the wins and let them score goals just in the spirit of Christmas and everything. But then it works in my advantage. I can save the packs up for Team of the Year.
Right.
Finish off rivals. I know I've got the first 15 points. I'm pretty sure I'm close to the overall. So I'll just chip away with that. There's lots of SP available as well coming into the last 2 weeks of the season pass.
Mm-hmm.
So I really want to get that Barella done and unlocked before the season pass expires. So walk away at that. Basically, it's my plans. What about you?
I've enjoyed Unbreakable. Unfortunately, my time is quite restricted at the moment, and so playing the 5 games is quite difficult for me. I'll probably do it tonight, and if I finish the objective, that'll be me. I'll probably try and get the first level of rewards for rivals. No played weekend league. Unfortunately, time will beat me again this weekend. But interestingly, and I know it's a little bit away, you've now started saving for the Team of the Year. Is this something that you do every year, or is this the first time you've done
it? This will be my second year doing it. Normally, I never saved up packs, and I'd never packed the Team of the Year. But last year, I decided to start saving up packs, especially just that I generally found last year a lot of the cards that come out didn't improve my team from what I already had. And given this year that there's been more onus on gold cards or special cards from the early promos being able to hang around for a lot longer. I was saying on Discord, I was still using gold Lautaro and gold Barella for the longest time. I've only really I still think gold Barella is one of the best box-to-box cards in there. We got the classic 11 hero cards on Friday night, and I got Marquezio, the one that I wanted. And I think generally Barella still looks the better card, but I've been giving him a run out, and then obviously, like I said, I've been trying to do some Vlahovic. So, and I'm still doing relatively well without having to chase all these shiny best of new promo cards. So last year I packed 8 or 9 Team of the Years. Like I said, I've never packed a blue in my life. Then I've been playing this since the game came out. So I just thought I'll give it another go this year, just try out the science, save up packs, see how it goes. Worked well last year, so see if it works again this year.
No, it's actually, at the moment, SBC storage has got probably 100 cards in it, and they're not particularly low rated either, and they're struggling a little bit to find somewhere to put home with them. So maybe this year, just the way the game is, I may save. I haven't for the last couple of years saved many packs, but I think I may start doing that and just see how we get on. But is there anything else before we close the show, Graeme? Anything for you?
No, nothing for me, no.
Well, look, thanks for coming on. Really appreciate it. Thank you for giving up your Sunday for that. And your knowledge, as always, mate, is absolutely amazing. And I hope the listeners have enjoyed our content show today. So, Graeme, there's one thing left to do, and that is to
Drop it.
drop it.